Hi, this is Jacob with Sterilizer Autoclave Solutions, and today we're overviewing the Midmark PM kits. The Midmark M11 and M9 PM kits are both the same, however the gasket size for the door gasket is just a little bit different. Today we're going to be looking at an M11 and we're going to start inside the chamber. For the first part of the PM kit, we're going to be looking at the chamber filters, which you do have to remove all the trays. And then you remove your rack and your base plate as well. Typically, to remove my rack and base plate, I grab a little screwdriver, push it right here. You see it slide forward, and you're just able to grab it, pop it out. Now, once you have your rack and your base plate out, you expose your chamber filters. You have one chamber filter in the bottom, and you have one chamber filter up against the back wall. To remove those, you simply just kind of give them a little wiggle, and they should pull right out. Okay, for the next part of the Midmark PM kit, we're going to be looking at the door springs, which are located right here. Some machines are going to have a T20 bit that hold the door springs in. Some machines are going to have just a simple Phillips head screw. To remove that, you're simply going to put your bit in, give it a gentle turn to the left, and your springs come right off along with your screw. To replace your springs, you simply remove the screw from the springs and then reinsert your new springs onto there. This is the part that can be a little bit funky. Just make sure that the springs do go underneath the door whenever you go to realign them and reinsert them. Try to get the springs aligned in the same position that they were in so the door does open and pop open properly at the end of the cycle. For the door and the dam gasket, you can simply remove the dam gasket by just kind of placing your thumb behind it and pulling it off of its two tabs that it sits on. Door gasket is super simple to remove as well. Kind of just lift on an edge, pull it out, and it should just kind of fall out. Now you are going to have a door ring located inside of your door gasket. If your new door gasket does not come with a new door ring, you need to remove this ring and reinstall it in the gasket. For reinstallation of the gaskets, I typically like to start from the bottom on the door gasket. Door gasket will always go first. Then you kind of get your top in. You're going to see the sides kind of bow out. Just slip those right under. The gasket is going to look a little large for the machine, but that's how they should all look. Once you have your gasket back in, just kind of visually inspect that all the way around on the seams. It does look good. Right here, we're kind of protruding a little bit, so we're going to push that in and just make sure the rest of it is seated properly. For your dam gasket, you're going to see the two holes located on the back of the dam gasket. Those two holes are aligned with these screws, and they are seated on these screws. Don't push the dam gasket on and try to make your own new holes. What you're going to do is seat it into the door gasket. You should align right up with the screws, and then a simple amount of pressure pushes the dam gasket right on, and you are seated properly. Inspect the bottom of the dam gasket to make sure that you're not outside of the door gasket. That will cause leakage.
If you have any other questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. 704-966-1650, option 3.